What's up? So today is Thursday, November 20th. I will be trading the Nasdaq like I always do. Coming into the session, I have a bullish bias. Just because I feel like the way we're moving, I feel like on the daily, right, we're getting some good displacement up. 4 hour, we're respecting this 4 hour gap right here. I feel like the most recent, like the most clear draw is this high up here. Oh wait, I gotta pull up. I have the wrong thing pulled up. My bad. I will try this one more time. So I have a bullish bias. On the 4 hour, we have this 4 hour gap right here. So we're respecting this 4 hour. And then so this, I think the obvious draw right now is this high over here. On the 1 hour, kind of the same story. I could definitely see a reaction if we sweep out data lows on either NQ or ES. I would love if we could react off that. That'd be cool. Just pull up the chat real quick. So honestly, I wish we could have swept out data lows because we never actually swept out data lows. That would be a great point to reject off of. Hmm. Before, so I tried basically full porting NFP. So what I did before, this is like at 8:30, I set a buy stop and like a sell stop. I did it 30 points to both sides. And then it hit my buy stop and I wish it didn't stop me out, but there's like at alpha on the zero plan, there's like a $1,000 daily loss limit. So it like hit my $1,000 daily loss limit almost kind of perfectly. And then it ran. I was hoping we could pull back. I mean, we might be able to still. Honestly, I would be willing to take a long if we could sweep out data lows and get a really quick reaction off of it. I know it's pretty early in, but I want to say, yeah, there is an SMT at the highs, but I tend to fade SMTs in the opposing direction of my bias. I mean, I can mark it out if you want to see it, but NQ failed to take out that high, while ES actually took out that high. And we're kind of reacting off that high on ES. But I really want us to come lower to hit data lows. Yeah, I mean, we're inside a 5 minute gap right now, too. I would just hate to take a long and put my stop loss really close to data lows because I feel like data lows and highs are really strong draws. Like I try to avoid putting like equal lows and highs, like low resistance liquidity, data lows and highs at my stops. Like if it's an area that like I like to target, like I shouldn't put my stop there. So I mean, I feel like normally I take trades when we start delivering from 5 or 15-minute gaps, which like we're doing right now, but I'm just not willing to take a trade like this. It's also pretty close to the open. If we get more structure and start trending up and I can get like a continuation long that's really obvious, like somewhere up here, I definitely take that. I think my I think my chat froze. I gotta refresh that. I did not miss anything. So hopefully we can push down. I feel like right now we're just kind of chopping around. I don't see anything too clear yet. Yes, ES wants higher though, it looks like. And not like I would take this setup, but like for example, this 30-second right here, this inversion. One of the reasons I don't like that, like, yeah, you're targeting like a 930 wick, which is a good target, don't get me wrong. But like one, I feel like we took way too long. Like we created that gap, we're respecting it, respecting it. We actually came all the way down here. So I feel like we respected it for too long, took too long to inverse. And then on top of that, I like taking gaps that are like in the most recent price leg. And like this price leg right here, we pushed up and made a new leg, right? So inside this most recent leg, there's not even a 30-second gap in here. So like yeah, like I mean that's why I feel like you could say, oh, we have this 930 wick up here, but honestly, like I wouldn't be willing to take a setup like this. Like it might work out, don't get me wrong, but and on top of that, you have to put your stop loss kind of close to data lows. And even if I did take that 30-second, I would 110% have gotten break even because I mean like ES is all the way up here. So we are getting some movement up, I guess. We're not following through with it, it looks like, though. Honestly, I could see longs being really good. If we're going to sit here and shop, right? Have some accumulation, we manipulate down, and then we distribute up higher. That would be nice, honestly. And there'd be a nice SMT with data lows. Because, like, if we come and sweep data lows, I don't think ES is going to come and sweep it. Because, like, me personally, the way I view data lows is like if we're in a bullish trend, right? Like they don't have to get swept, but I feel like if we're gonna sit here and hang out close to them, they're probably gonna get swept, in my opinion. Typically, I mean, I'll give up that thought if we come like all the way up here and just keep trending up. I mean, I'm not gonna think with these data lows all the way down here, but you said, "Yo, Tim, how you doing, man? Gotta say, I aced my test yesterday. Glad to hear that. I'm doing good. How about you? Happy to see you again." But hopefully we can come a couple points lower, sweep out this data low. I'd be willing to take an inversion off that, to be honest. That's annoying. We're not going to open up a 1 minute gap here. There's not even a 30-second. Oh my god, this 30-second is so bad. Oh, we'd still have to sweep data lows before I take a long. But I'm just looking at like if we did sweep it on the 30-second, this is the only gap in this leg. And like just based on my rules, I always go break even at this internal high. So like the chances of me not getting break even on that are microscopic. Wow, we haven't opened up in this like most recent leg. We haven't opened up a gap in any time frame. Yeah, this is some serious chop. You said I just kind of woke up a couple minutes before, still very sleepy, but up for charts. As long as you give yourself a couple minutes to wake up. Sometimes I used to splash water on my face. I honestly hate that we're reacting up but didn't sweep out data lows. I mean, I'll still look for longs though. If we're gonna just keep running straight up, I'll look for a retracement into a 5 or 15 minute gap and take a rejection out of there with like a lower time frame inverse. You said watch you on the flat screen. That's cool. What's up, Bo? How are you? You said crazy no NFP reaction. Is a good man no work? Yeah, no work's always nice. But yeah, honestly, this NFP candle honestly really surprised me. Like I feel like if you go back and look at the past months when the NFP data drops, it's like this is one of the smaller ones. But you said, Tim, do you watch F1? Not really. I guess do you watch F1? Now, I'm gonna pass up on this trade I see forming. I honestly could see it working out. I'm looking at this 1 minute inverse right here. The only thing I don't like about it is I feel like there's stacked highs up here, right? So I'm really not trying to put stacked highs at my stop loss. And we're also not delivering from anything significant. We're just delivering from chop, if you know what I mean. But theoretically, if we were delivering from something significant, I would consider this. Because I feel like data lows were a good target, even counter trend. But I'm gonna have to pass up on that. I really wouldn't be surprised if this works out though. And if I were to take this, I mean, I'm not going to, but my break even point would be if we take out this low or that same low on ES. You said, yeah, I do, man. The situation they're saying about Vegas being flooded RN just a couple days before a race, I don't know how it's going to work out. I didn't even know Vegas was flooded. I don't keep up with current events that much, to be honest. Should put, I'm not in this trade. Yeah, it's probably getting stopped out. I mean, that wasn't a good setup. You said speed smokers and speed lovers. So, I mean, at this point, we're probably just going to start continuing higher. I mean, yeah. Yeah, just like that. I mean, we're probably going to break out these highs. And we're probably going to open up some 5 or 15-minute gap right here. I'm hoping. You said, yo, Tim, when was the time you had your first drink? It's an interesting question. You know, if I'm just thinking with the community guidelines. You know, I waited until I was 21 years of age. You know, not like I mean, this is another trade I would pass up on. But honestly, if we're gonna come down here and invert this 1 minute, it's the same trade idea. But I mean, I'm still gonna pass up on this one because I feel like higher time frame we're just too bullish. But if we can invert like this 1 minute gap right here, that wouldn't be horrible. Stay in school. Oh, what's up, Nick? So honestly, again, I'm passing up on this trade yet again because I don't think it's that good. But I mean, the reason I'm passing up on it though is because like, what are we delivering from? I guess technically we did sweep out this high over here, but we're too bullish for me to be taking shorts. Oh, ES is missing a candle. I just realized that. You said 12 XRP ETFs announced? Interesting. Those XRP people are definitely going crazy right now. I feel like the people that invest in XRP are like diehard XRP fans. I told my mom to buy Bitcoin. Honestly, it's not a bad time to buy Bitcoin. I mean, yeah, I feel like Bitcoin's one of like the less risky cryptos though. Like I feel like you could say like buy this one or buy that one, but I feel like Bitcoin, like the chances of Bitcoin dropping like 50% like over long term, it's kind of lower. It's annoying me this candle is missing on ES. I'm just gonna restart my trading view. Is my trading view back? No. There it is. Oh, my drawings are gone. I hate that. I always forget about that. Oh, it's down here. Here's the other data low. I'm trying to think if I had anything else marked out. There's not too much to mark out, to be honest. Higher time frame. I mean, I just think we're trending toward this high up here. I'm gonna be a lot less confident in longs once we start taking out that high, unless we start like strongly displacing through it and just like completely disrespecting it. You said what pair is this? This is, well, on the left it's Nasdaq like NQ futures, and on the right it's S&P 500 like ES. I could I forgot I should put my watermark. Canvas, a watermark. Yeah, okay, cool. Honestly, I mean, so far today we've been just chopping a lot. We are in like we're in the 10 a.m. macro. So I mean, like I feel like a lot of times we get a good manipulation then, but I'm not seeing one right now at least. You said, did you trade NFP today? I actually did trade NFP today. I actually, where is it? Well, oh, here it is. Yeah, when NFP came out, I set a buy stop and a sell stop like 30 points away in each direction. And actually, the place, like I traded futures prop firms and they kind of have like an intraday trailing drawdown. So, it kind of hit there, came back down, hit my intraday trailing drawdown, and then it kept going back up. It's honestly whatever. Honestly, I really expected though NFP to like really like fly up. Kind of didn't do that. You said news trading just make back 500K like a gambling addict? I'm not too sure what you mean by that. I know. I mean, I normally never trade news. I just I figured honestly the NFP news release might be like an explosive move, and I just didn't want to go back to trading evals to be honest. I usually only trade like funded accounts, and I'm willing to take the risk because otherwise to pass an eval it's like 3 days of trading. Oh, you said TJR reference, dude. TJR is crazy in a good way, but you said Tim, what's one thing you wish you could tell yourself when you first started out? I mean there's a lot of things, but I mean I guess well, one, before you start trading with real money, I would definitely find a strategy that I'm like 100% confident that can make money. Because honestly, like what I used to do at first is I used to just like Google how to make money. I'd find a random strategy on YouTube. I'd be like, you know what? This guy said it works. I'm gonna go like just start trading it, and I would be risking my own money on a strategy that I'd never even seen with my own eyes that worked. If you know what I mean. And there's people that make YouTube videos just to make YouTube videos. If you know what I mean. But yeah. So find something you know makes money over time and like slowly scale up. Like don't just like going with a lot of money at first. Kind of give yourself proof of concept and kind of scale from there. Oh, and also make sure you always keep a journal though. Like every single trade, I feel like what like the mindset I had, I used to be really good at video games, and the mindset I had when I used to play video games was that like I used to play Counter Strike. If you ever heard of this game, so someone told me this and it really helped me was that every time you die in the video game, you got to think, what did I do wrong? Like, did I push down this area when I knew there were people down this hallway and I shouldn't have done that, right? Or maybe I should have thrown a flashbang, right? So like I every time I died, I'd sit there and analyze what could I have done better in this game. And I feel like it's like the same thing in trading. When you take a loss, you put it in your journal and you say, "Oh, well, you know what? There was this going against me." Or you said just learn through live market with one strategy. Give yourself time to learn, adapt, understand the behavior. Yeah, that's true too. Because honestly, like I feel like you can do all this research. Like I think like a good analogy is like you can read all these books on how to swim, but if you get thrown in water and you've never tried to swim before, like you're not gonna know how to swim. Yeah, you like my video game metaphor? But yeah, I feel like it's the same thing with trading though. Like you can watch all these videos on how to trade, you can do all this preparation, but like once you actually come here and sit in this chair and actually try to trade, I feel like it's like a little different. And everyone I feel like trades a little differently. Like I can tell you how I trade, but like everyone has their own style that works with them. You said learn how to lose. Winning is easy, losing is hard. Yeah, honestly, that's facts. Cause like the human brain, I feel like it always associates progress with like green numbers, winning, stuff like that. And then what do you call it? Oh yeah, so your brain though, so it's kind of hard to walk away. You're like, oh yeah, I care with this goal so much. I don't want to just walk away and just be a loser today. But it's like that's kind of what it takes to be a profitable trader. Just accept the days you're wrong. You said journal entry. Welp, the market decided me today. You said, I guess being aware of your greed and fear is a good place to start as well. So I feel like backtesting is up to somewhat good for a few trades, but analyzing live market shows you much ball. You know, I know what you mean. Like watching market in live time is like superior, but I feel like backtesting has its own place too. But you said if you only focus on winning, it turns into gambling. Yeah, that's true. Oh, and I appreciate you saying that video game analogy is well thought out. Mash FC. So I should be paying attention if we're opening up any 5 or 15-minute gaps. So we haven't yet, but if we do open like a 5-minute gap here, that would be a good condition I could use. Where if we like retrace into there, get a clear rejection out of that, I could take a long off that. You said, like me, I have a hard time walking away from a red day. Something you've been struggling with. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like it's like the way your brain's kind of wired, though. If you know what I mean, like I was saying before. So what helped me is understanding that the market presents a lot of setups. So even if your first try goes to SL, there might be a new setup somewhere during the session. Yeah. Me personally, I like to give myself like I'll take one trade, and then if I get stopped out and I see another setup toward the same area, like I'll try a second time. But after that, I cut myself off because there's certain days where I just keep spamming trades in the wrong direction. But you said trading is like a video game, just like how school is failure of pacing. Trading in video games have immediate consequences to learn from, and some minds benefit from that. Yeah, everyone's mind's different. But you said, "Yo, what's that painting over the wall behind you? Anything in particular?" It's actually just I found it on Amazon. It's just some like thing of Albert Einstein. You can see it. I did. I honestly I thought it was cool. There's really like not. There's not much significance behind it other than I saw it on Amazon. I was like, oh yeah, I like that. So we're probably not gonna open up this 5 minute. I bet not. There's no 4 minute in this leg. There's not many gaps here in this leg really. So that 5 minute gap is not gonna open up. And I highly doubt this 15-minute gap is gonna open up. So honestly, for me to take a long, it's kind of annoying. I mean, the only two things I could see to take a long would be either we could come all the way down to these data lows, which is kind of far away, or we'd have to open up a 5 or a 15-minute gap up here. But we're starting to get so close to this high. I'm not too sure that's gonna happen. It's 35 minutes past open. Yeah, hasn't been too much going on so far. You said, have we tapped into untapped 1 hour FVG? I'm looking for an inverse to take entry. I guess you're talking about this unfilled 1 hour gap, which, yeah, we have tapped into it. We are putting in an SMT. Yeah, there's even an SMT up these highs. Right? Did I look too quickly? I might have looked too quickly. I don't think there's an SMT up there. You said no, my game. Yeah, we are reacting off the one that. What are you doing, NQ? It would be nice though. I mean, there's all like stacked lows kind of and data lows. I would so take a long if we could come all the way down here take out this data low. I mean, I've been waiting for this data low to get swept all morning, but yeah, not like I would take an entry off this, but I feel like the only thing that sucks is there's like no clean inverse you could take if you're looking for a short off this. Honestly, I'm liking this. You said I'm out for the day. See, I appreciate you stopping by, bro. You said too many wicks in the 1 minute FVG. I don't know if it's going to inverse or continue higher. Oh, you said I mean trading for the day. That's not bad, honestly. I honestly, I don't know if today might give. So I'm sit and watch. Yeah, I don't know if today's the highest probability. I mean, because I feel like price action, I'd say it's cleaning up right now, but like this whole mess over here, I really don't like too much. You know, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I read like comments in the chat, and I like don't know how to like interpret them. Sometimes, or I'll like misinterpret them. You said too many chopped candles to even set targets. Yeah, I feel like it's like we just chopped around, slowly hit this area, opening up no gaps, and now we're just dumping. And honestly, I could definitely see us continuing a little lower because I feel like ES has all these kind of stacked lows too. I'm just thinking now, so I just would hate for an inverse to. You said it's starting to clear up though. Yeah, honestly, it definitely is starting to clear up. You said you said had a good day trading, but not happy with myself. Over tradable. You can learn from it. Do better tomorrow. Have you ever considered? I mean, I can't remember if Tradeovate has this. Isn't there an option where you can like it'll automatically lock you out if you take X amount of trades in the day? You said I'm gonna request a payout on the coming Thursday, the Tuesday. Nice, bro. So we tapped into this 1 minute gap we created, reacted off it pretty strongly. We'll probably continue lower now, I'm hoping. You said I tried looking into locking myself out, but I don't think Trade allows it. Honestly, though, I feel like, at least me personally, I guess one way I kind of stopped over trading was like if you have like a P&L calendar, you can even make your own like just calendar. But if you like just mark out like, oh, like Monday I took 2 trades, Tuesday I took 2 trades, like Wednesday I took 2 trades. I feel like in my mind I kind of know if I take a third trade today, I have to mark in my journal or in my like on my P&L calendar. I'm gonna see I took 3 trades, and it just ruins the streak I have. So I feel like, I mean, I know you're not asking for advice, but I mean maybe try to get a streak. Like be like I took 2 trades or whatever your criteria is, but I took however many trades I wanted to take, and then you get in a streak and you try not to break that streak. And you like mark somewhere like I correctly did it today. You said, yeah, funny you say that. I almost been doing that, just trying to keep the streak. Well, good stuff, bro. I'm glad good we're thinking alike. Ooh. I hate I level like I feel like price action was starting to look kind of good here. It, like came up, hit this 1 hour, good delivery, but yeah, like if we started delivering up, I wouldn't really I wouldn't feel comfortable taking a long here because I just feel like we're not delivering from anything significant. Like if we start coming up now, so you're my inspiration, bro. I appreciate that. You said I'm up 7.2% on 3 accounts. I'm gonna request half of it. That's honestly really good, bro. Congratulations. So we're getting some good delivery down again. And also, I'm thinking about. I hope. I mean, I'll still take a long if we see about data lows, but it would honestly be more ideal if we could take out this low as well while we're down there. Because if we come down here and create relative equal lows, like that's still not the best area to put your stop loss. So I mean, right now, ES is probably just gonna flush right through this low resistance liquidity. I'm assuming. At least these lows right here, I feel like it'll just kind of run like butter through once it kind of gets to them. It's the chop of doom. Yeah, and I mean, even if I get some good good long opportunity, like I'm not taking it until we hit data lows. I mean, and don't get me wrong, like we might start delivering up, but the thing is, like, do I really want to put my stop here where it's close to data lows? Not really. So hopefully we can respect this 5 minute gap we're tapping into now. And maybe we could like tap in this 5 minute and deliver lower from that. You said I had got in on ES with two contracts of $500. I'm at BE. I guess you took a short, I'm assuming, off that 1 hour gap. Good stuff, bro. I wonder, are you gonna like TP at data lows? Or are you gonna go further than that? You said, yeah, shorts. You said your patience is amazing. Can't get enough. I appreciate that. And so the thing is though, like, so if we're gonna come up here and invert this 5 minute, and from there, after this 5 minutes inverted, if we open up a bullish 5 minute and respect it, I'd take a long, even without sweeping data lows. But I feel like I would need confirmation where we invert this gap, create a new one, and respect it. You said, "Are you bullish?" I am bullish, but I do want to see. I want to see data lows get swept first, and then like I'll take a long off data lows definitely. I would take a long up here if we open up like a 5 minute gap and start respecting it up here, or even a 15 minute gap. But you said chop fest. Yeah, in my opinion, why we're chopping at least right now is because we're not delivering from anything. I feel like it wants to go up because we're bullish higher time frame, but we're not delivering from anything significant. Like we literally didn't even take out this low right here, and like I feel like it's not like we're respecting a 5 minute gap. Like there's this little, I didn't even see that, but there's this little tiny 5 minute right here. We inverted this. It'll be interesting to see if we invert this 5 minute. I can't be like as stuck on this idea that we have to take data lows first. And like I'm not gonna take a long off this. This is more of like a condition I'm looking at. Because like I would not take this long for the fact that like we're not delivering from anything significant. I feel like, I mean, like technically if we're stretching it, yeah, there's like an order block here, but like I feel like you gotta look for something. So we did not invert that 5 minute, so it's still holding for now. You said I'm out. TP hit, made 950. Nice, bro. You said literally quickest trade I've made in months. That's good. It only took 4 minutes. Good stuff, bro. So I mean, I'm waiting when this next 5 minute candle closes. I mean, if we close through this 5 minute, I'm gonna start leaning more bullish. Like that we're not going to take these data lows first. You said, "Yo, Tim, gonna have to head for breakfast, but thanks for the stream and hope you get some good entry, man. I'll catch you tomorrow. I appreciate you stopping by. Take care as well." Honestly, if I had to guess, I feel like we're gonna invert this 5 minute. Oh yeah, we're definitely closing this 5 minute. So like, I'm not willing to take a trade off this because we're not delivering from anything significant. But at this point, I mean, we still haven't closed through it yet. I shouldn't start speaking too soon. Yeah, so we closed through that 5 minute though. So honestly, in my opinion, like if we were gonna come down and hit data lows, we should not have inverted that 5 minute. So the only hard thing for me is I got to see a 5 or a 15 minute gap open up and get respected now for me to take a trade. But how many points away are we? It's like 100 points. It's possible. Honestly, I feel like it might be if price is gonna keep chopping like this. I wonder if we're even gonna open up a 5 minute gap anytime soon. Like if you look at the 1 minute, like this over here is just chop. I mean, even this right here, chop. Just double checking. There's no 15-minute gap that's gonna open up. And I feel like me basing all my trades off of 5 and 15-minute gaps, like today it might be annoying, but I feel like over the long term it definitely saves me. So honestly, I'm glad I passed up on that 5-minute inverse though. I'm gonna grab a protein bar real quick. I low key like these I think they're called bear bells. I like these protein bars to be honest. Hmm. And we're still just there's nothing really going on right now. So maybe if we can start displacing up right now, maybe we can open up a 5 minute gap here, maybe. Yeah, I see we're finally getting some volume coming in, finally. You said you've been having more people watch your live since you started? Yeah, definitely. Honestly, I feel like when I first started, I'd have like 3 people in here. And now sometimes I'll have like 10 people at once. And I actually started right now I'm actually live on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch right now. Yeah, if you heard me talking to like people that weren't saying stuff in the YouTube chat, that was because I was responding to the TikTok chat. No one said anything in the Twitch chat though. It's actually my first day streaming on Twitch. It says I have 1 viewer. You said we growing through friends lurking. You said, "Oh, nice." I was wondering why you were reading chats that weren't in the thread. Yeah. In my head, I thought that for a second. I was like, I could clarify, but I was like, I don't know. Words never came out. I feel like one thing I've noticed though, like when I do go live on TikTok, I feel like I'll get more people as a whole, but I feel like the average watch duration is crazy low. Like people must just see it and just swipe a lot, which is understandable. But so I mean, I highly doubt it's gonna open up. But I mean, if this 5 minute were to open up, if we get a retracement into there, clear reaction. I mean, it's okay. That 5 minutes not gonna open up. We're probably not even gonna open up a 15 minute here. If I had to guess though, I feel like the reason we're failing to deliver up is I feel like we just haven't like swept anything too significant. I mean, like yeah, we swept out like these pre-market lows, but like in my opinion, for us to get like a good move up, we need to like hit something significant. What's on the economic calendar for tomorrow? I think there's at 9:45. There's red folder news. Honestly, that'll be nice to have. And I guess there's orange folder news at 10. I honestly don't even know if I'll trade. I'm definitely gonna wait until after 9:45. I might wait until after 10. So I mean, honestly, if we're able to open up a 15-minute gap here and retrade into it, get a clear reaction out of it, and like it happens pretty quickly, I would take a long like that. Only if we did not take out the internal high first, though. The only reason I'm looking at that 15-minute though is because like there's no 5-minute gap anywhere here in this leg, which makes it kind of hard for me. You said you have 15 minutes for that candle to form. Let's see if it opens up. Yeah, I know. I gotta wait all the way until 11. Although honestly though, like I feel like this is the only trade opportunity I could see happening for myself today. Unless we want to magically just start displacing up and open up a 5-minute. Now I guess this 15 minutes not gonna open up. Yeah, so I mean, it's kind of tricky because unless some form of 5-minute gap wants to open up and we start getting good movement up, I really can't take a long. Although, and we still have the 11 a.m. macro. I should mark out 10 a.m. I probably should have done that a long time ago. So let's think about the 4-hour candle, right? 10 a.m. is the start of the 4-hour candle. I mean, yeah, I guess you could say we already had a wick down with a manipulation, but I feel like normally on like a perfect day, this 10 a.m. would manipulate to something significant first, not just like down here. So I'm not just giving up just yet. I still got time, but I just hate how the areas like we'd have to come like all the way down here for me to take a long. That's just so far away. I mean, I said it was so far away, but if we're gonna move like that, it's not that far away. I mean, but so like if I am able to get a long opportunity, like if we retrace all the way down here, like that'd be discount in terms of time, right? Because you think like the 10 a.m. candle, I'm buying below the open of that 10 a.m. candle, so it's like a discount in terms of time. If we just look like in terms of structure, I mean, right? Use like a fib, we'd be tapping into equilibrium, right? I mean, we'd be coming pretty far down, but maybe if we draw it from like here to here, yeah, it actually makes it pretty good. I mean, yeah. So if we look at this range as a whole right here, right, we'd be tapping into equilibrium of this whole range. Well, equilibrium right here, but time discount. He said, "Yo, just came back, had breakfast. Any trades yet?" Not really. I still can't find any good long opportunities, to be honest. I mean, because the main reason is like since I base all my trades off of 5 and 15 minute gaps, like if you look, there's not a single 5 or 15 minute gap in this leg. I mean, technically, I mean there is this one over here, but got inverted. But honestly, though, the way we're moving right now, if we're gonna continue coming down, take out like this data low, preferably. I'd take a long off that. And we just gotta keep following through with this retracement, though. You said crazy, no gaps. Yeah, honestly, yeah, price action is not the cleanest. Like even though like I feel like remember we were talking about like it was cleaning up then. I feel like it cleaned up for a bit and now it's still kind of choppy to be honest. I mean, again, I feel like we could say right now it's cleaning up. Like right now this just looks like good delivery, but like yeah, honestly, in my opinion, I feel like when it's NFP day, I feel like price action is either really good or really bad. There's no in between. Honestly, today's kind of a midday, but still need this is like 100 points to data lows. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I think we could definitely come down and hit it, but it's just crazy that it's like 100 points. Well, I guess it's like 80 now. You said you could have taken a quit buy scalp after the 10-17 candle close after it swept the internal low. Oh, I mean, yeah, I see what you're saying here. Like it swept this low right here. And like that definitely is good just like reaction, but like me personally at least, I don't like how we didn't sweep out like this low. So we're not really reacting off a like we didn't take out this low. And if you look higher time frame, we actually came down inverted this 5 minute gap right here. So I feel like I thought there was a 5 minute gap. Am I bugging? No, I'm bugging. There's no 5 minute gap. The 5 minute gap's further over. So I mean, yeah, I mean, but me personally though, like there's no I take inversions. So like there's no 1 minute gap here. There's probably a 30 second. Yeah, there is a 30 second. And there's honestly the break even point doesn't look bad because there's all these stacked highs. Yeah, but me personally though, I just don't like where the stop loss is. Oh wait, no, I got confused. I said I was buggy. No, we did. Yeah, no, never mind. We did invert that 5 minute. Yeah, no, I'm right. Or wait, no, I'm not. Why do I keep? Just ignore me. Ugh. I'm loving this price action right now. I'm not joking this time. You said it would have been at least an A, not A plus. Yeah, I could agree with that. So I hope that we can like open up an unfilled 5 minute, so that could either be like my take profit or break even if we come out and sweep out these lows. Cool. So we're getting pretty close to where I want to see get swept. Ooh. Yeah, like me personally though, if, I was gonna say if we start getting some reaction up, I mean I'm not willing to take any longs because it's like same story as last time. We're not delivering from anything significant. So I can't take a long until some of this gets swept down here. You said taking longs is death, RN. Yeah, I mean, because like I'm bullish higher time frame, but like in this moment right now, it'd be so stupid to take longs. So that's still what I want to see happen, right? We're just continuing down. I mean, even if we come out and sweep this low, that's still not what I want to see get swept. I want to see it come a little lower and take out the data low. Ooh, I like this. So what I'm looking at too is there's this unfilled 5 minute gap right here. So even if we're going to remain bearish, I feel like once we sweep out data lows, we should come back and rebalance that up there. I just want a little bit more of a dump. Cool. So 11 a.m., right? This is 11 a.m. open too. So this is another thing going in my favor if I want to take long is like I was talking about the open of the 10 a.m. candle. It's like 11 a.m. is kind of the same story because it's the start of a new hourly candle, right? So this new 1 hour candle, it's got to manipulate the opposite direction it wants to go to before it can deliver the right way, right? So we just took out data lows. Ooh, I've been waiting for this all morning. So whatever the highest time frame inversion is, so if we open up like a 2 minute here, right? I would take an inversion off that 2 minute. Cool. And yeah, we've even swept out, like I said before, I was saying that if we're going to sweep a data low, I did want to see that low get taken, right? So now we're sweeping out like a significant low higher time frame. I just want to see. I really hope we can open up this 2 minute and get an inverse off that. Only I say I want that 2 minute because it looks like the 1 minute there's a gap up here, and we're probably gonna open up this other gap over here, if you know what I mean. So like I mean, I just don't like it. The 1 minute. And hopefully ES. Remember I was talking about these stacked lows that I said once they get ran, it was gonna kind of like slide through them like butter. It's kind of like doing that right now. Because imagine it's just like stop loss, stop loss, stop loss. Like once we go through them, it's like a domino effect. So we're kind of running all those stops on ES. So I really hope that we can open up this 2 minute gap so I can get an inverse off that. And now I'll enter off that inverse. And I mean, obviously, if like let's say a 3 minute opens up, whatever the highest time frame gap here is. Ooh, I didn't realize there's a 4 minute that's probably gonna open up. So I'm thinking like in 2 minutes we're gonna open up another unfilled 5 minute gap. So like I'd have to be break even at that point or like taking my profit. Hmm. I would love for one last like little leg down here, and then for me to get like some lower time frame inverse. And honestly, I mean, I'd even be willing to take a 30-second if it's like a 30-second inversion. You said should look for a candle close in the current leg after sweeping the lows in the news candle. Yeah, I mean, I usually just look for inversions. I mean, an inversion is kind of like a candle close. It said candle close above. Oh, like you're saying back above the. Yeah, I mean, me personally though, I'm liking. Like, I love targeting unfilled 5 and 15-minute gaps. Hmm. You said I get FOMO watching you trade. Honestly, I mean, don't get FOMO. Honestly, where I might not even get an entry. Interesting. That was an interesting dump. Honestly, I feel like I can't even really get a long off of this, to be honest. You said I was got in at the top of this current range, but I didn't hold the trade. Lost out in like 1K. It's whatever. You live and you learn. I'm just thinking really hard because I feel like I part of me wants to get an entry, but I just can't get an entry here. Like the main reason I can't get an entry though is because like unless we open up another unfilled 5-minute gap, I mean I'd probably want to stop trading soon, but I wonder is this SMT still holding? Yeah, there's still an SMT with data lows. Honestly, this is like the only way I could see myself getting a trade is if we come down a little bit and then I could get an inversion to this unfilled 5 minutes. It's gonna open up. It's the only thing I could see happening right now. open up that. Oh, how does the 30-second look? I hate the 30-second. I mean, I was considering taking a 1 minute inverse if it opened up over there and going like break even at the unfilled 5 minute gap. But you said, I respect you sitting in your hand, bro. That's holes W. I don't care. I appreciate that. Yeah, and honestly, like I feel like bias wise, I was right. Like remember, I was so hesitant to take longs because I said we need to sweep out this data low. We're not delivering from anything significant, right? Like overall with that, I was right. But yeah, honestly, at this point, I think I know I always usually stop trading at 11:10, and I can't see myself getting an entry anytime soon. So I'm gonna just start from 9:30 and recap everything I saw. Start wrapping up stream pretty much. So I'll clear all my drawings. So coming into the session, right? I'll mark out 9:30. So 9:30 was right here. This is market open. So coming in, I did say I had a bullish bias. Yesterday I was bearish, but we gapped up like all the way up here, right? We're getting some like bullish price action right on the 4 hour. At the point of market open, right? We actually had tapped into this 4 hour gap and we're respecting it. So in theory, right, if we're going to respect this 4 hour, where is the next draw? This internal high up here. So neither NQ or ES took this internal high. So I figured for today, that is the clear draw. I'd be looking for longs up until we hit that point. So on the 1 hour, kind of the same thing. We're expecting a 1 hour gap. And then at 8:30, we did have NFP news release, right? So you can see this candle over here. I usually look at, like I call them data wicks, which is just the wick left behind on the 1 minute chart. Just that 8:30 candle, right? So I'll mark it out on both NQ and ES. Right, so there's the data lows. So I noticed we were pushing up, and we were opening up, like there's this 15-minute gap we kind of opened up, right here after that news release. But honestly, I'm not trying to take a long out of that because I feel like when you take a long out of that, you're putting your stop loss close to data lows, and I don't like doing that. And on top of that, like, I don't know, like right here, this was just chop. Like there's really no good entry offered here, right? Like even if you're trying to take a trade out of this 15-minute gap, like this is just straight chop. And yeah, you could be targeting a 9:30 wick, which like in my opinion, yeah, 9:30 wicks are good. Like the high and low made from the 1 minute 9:30 candle, great targets. But today though, I mean, you're just kind of, this is chop right here. I wouldn't really be comfortable taking a long here. So I kept saying the whole day I wanted to see this data low get swept. Because I was saying like this move up here, unless we're going to break through these highs and start opening up a 5 and 15-minute gap, either or, right? And start respecting it, I'm really not comfortable taking a long. So we broke through the high, but we never were able to actually open up any 5 or 15-minute gaps here. And then yeah, so eventually once I saw that we opened up this 5-minute gap right here. So this is a bearish gap. It should get respected. It should push us down to data lows. Once that got inverted, I said, you know what? I can't be sitting here stuck on my bias all day long. Like maybe data lows aren't getting swept. So I was bullish at least until this internal high up here. But it was kind of the same story. We failed to displace above these highs. Like all these highs, we're barely closing above them. And this one, we failed to close above this high, right? And then we just started dumping. So at this point, I thought the reason for this is like we're not delivering from anything significant, right? We want to come out and sweep out these data lows. But it looks like for whatever reason, we just decided we want to start moving crazy bearish out of nowhere. So I mean, at this point, I wouldn't be willing to take a long because like you're just catching a falling knife. If you know what I mean? Like I feel like I could take a retracement long if like we have some structure, right? We have lower highs, lower lows. We have maybe some low resistance liquidity, maybe some equal highs and lows, right? Like some structure, but there's no structure here. This is just a dump. So I was hoping I could get, once we took out the data lows, I was hoping we could get some inverse. Just at least two, like I would either have to go break even or TP at the most recent unfilled 5 or 15-minute gap. Because in my mind, like even if we were going to continue this bearish trend, once we took out data lows, like this significant low right before data lows, right? We should have, in my opinion, at least rebalance some 5 or 15-minute gap. I mean, we're not doing it because we're moving so crazy bearish. But yeah. So I mean, that was pretty much it. I took no trades today. For the heck of it, I always show my P&L. I guess I'll do it today too. I mean, well, there is no P&L to show, but right, see, realized P&L, $0. Still got the same balance as yesterday. I'll show my stats for the week since I'm kind of proud of them. Right, green day Monday, green day Tuesday, break. I'll call it break even, but it's still green on Wednesday, and no trades today. But that pretty much wraps up stream. Does anyone have any questions on anything that happened today or anything trading related? Any questions at all, pretty much? I mean, I guess probably not. But so also if you're not in that free Discord, join my free Discord. It's in the pinned comment or my bio. But join the free Discord. Thank you, Bo. But and also check out Alpha Futures if you haven't already. Alpha Futures is my favorite prop firm, and you can use discount code TINB272. It'll give you 10% off all evaluations or whatever the best current discount is. So if there's like some better discount going on, you'll get that. So you said market's been choppy after news and now dumping without any structure. Yeah, I'm honestly not trying to trade this. Uh, I'm off this for today. I'll come back tomorrow. I'm not trying to risk any money. But I do appreciate everyone stopping by, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace out. Where'd my mouse go?